Coming right up, the Bucks taking on the Cavaliers. For the Bucks, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with the win here. Cavs, Bucks, and back in a moment for the tip-off.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up.
Look at that. That is spectacular.
That's amazing.
I need the energy all the way up.
Oh, my goodness.
No, no, he didn't. Gentlemen, that's gorgeous.
Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Chris Middleton has been underrated for so long that now is he rated? Giannis Antetokounmpo said, people don't know how much Chris has sacrificed for this team to be great. He could easily be a 25-point-per-game scorer in the league, but he just wants to win. He knows that by doing that, everything else is going to take care of itself. Kevin?
Well, he's an all-star teammate, David, as you point out in that story. Thank you. I see the stat sheet here for Jarrett Allen.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games. He's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis and Portis, the lengthy post pair for him. Allen is out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Cavaliers, Mobley and Allen, the 2 big men inside. Darius Garland is out there with Okoro, and it's Stevens in at the 3. Greg, I think it's going to be a battle of the boards, a battle of rebounding. And you know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders.
Well, you know, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, those guys got after it as well as anybody who's ever played.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here's Holiday. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Hits it from three-point range.
Boy, from three-point range, Holiday can really be effective now. He's worked on that part of his game over the years and forces the defense as a result to have to come out and guard him at times.
Garland kicks to Mobley. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Here's Milwaukee now. It's a 3-point game. Portis finds Middleton. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Rhythm and timing so important in the game of hoop. Middleton using both on that pull-up jumper. Boy, you talk about 3-and-D, guys. Middleton is the epitome of that player. Great range, mid-range game, can defend multiple positions. He does all of that at an elite level.
It's been a slow start here for Cleveland. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
And he's able to get it back. Offensive rebound, and Allen slams it in.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
Now here's Middleton. He's coming off a 34-point game against Sacramento.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
You know, Clark, many view Middleton as the prototypical perimeter player.
I would not disagree at all. He does everything and does it all well.
It's Allen on the wing, defended by Portis. Here's Okoro. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Middleton.
And with Giannis, a little power goes a long way, getting him past the contact and to a shot.
Passes it to Mobley. Back to Garland. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Portis. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Here's Middleton. Portis sets the pick for Middleton. Pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Garland, and the last-second attempt doesn't fall.
I love the persistence and consistency and urgency.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Milwaukee on top. They're up by 8. It's the NBA.
Yes, I'm going to tell you the secret. Get off social media. That's it. Just spend time with your family, spend time with your teammate, and just come here and do your job. I think you don't second-guess yourself. You just go out there and play hard and give everything for the team without thinking about nothing else.
Good way to do it. Tuning out distractions. That makes sense.
And it can be harder than ever nowadays. Engaging with fans and the media can be a positive, but you got to focus on what matters most.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Cleveland, we've got Kevin Love, and it's Rondo in at the guard position.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Ringler with the bucket.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Giannis. Cavaliers with the rebound. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
And here's Giannis from outside. Giannis with another miss. Cavaliers trailing. And here's Love for 3. Warog grabs the board.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo, an unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
Over in the corner, Osman. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Osman's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for him.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Okoro kicks to Allen. Mobley with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York. 3 on the clock. Pulls it up. And the shot is long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Holiday looking for an opening. Middleton, a screen on Rondo. Holiday dishes to Middleton. It's deflected. In the corner, Okoro with it. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Rondo's highest priority is to get his teammates open shots every trip. I mean, that's what makes him go and endears him to his teammates.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back.
And fellas, when you were playing, and now moving on to some analysis of that, thank you for being with us. Now,
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, longtime teammates Middleton and Giannis, the forwards. Allen is out there with Holiday, and it's Portis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Garland, no good. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. With guys like Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, we've seen, Clark, the resurgence of the center position in the NBA.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? A little bit of back to the future, because historically centers were the go-to guys on title teams when you look at the history of the game. Even though we've shifted to a perimeter game, we've seen the skilled big men have MVP caliber seasons the last several years.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. Darius Garland picks one up. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line, only 71% as a shooter.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Mobley.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And the dunk by Giannis.
On the drive, Giannis just deadly. His stride and his strength make him hard to handle once he gets going.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. The pass to Okoro. There's the 3. Garland, no good. Bucks leading by 5. Middleton on the wing. Launches a 3. Portis. It's tipped. Holiday finds Giannis. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Bucks passing it around. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Portis. Middleton on the wing. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And with this break, why don't we check out the hottest shooting point guards over the last month? Second, Drew Holiday.
As a point guard, you want to create the best possible shot every trip down the floor. And given the way these guys have shot the ball, it's not a bad idea every now and then for them to go it alone.
Well, they're not going to do that, though. I mean, even as deadly as they are from the field, they're always looking to set up their teammates first. Pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Stolen by Allen. 35 seconds left in the third. Garland against Middleton. Allen inside. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. And the Bucks with some changes. Wara checked in, and it's Matthews in for Allen. Here's Rondo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Rondo's got his first 2 points of the night.
He's a bit of a rarity, and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable operating inside.
They set the pick. Here's Middleton. And that one is off. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems.
All right, look who's coming onto the court.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Rajon Rondo, and it's Wade in at the power forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Outside Matthews. Back to Connaughton. Middleton outside. Shakes him. Sweet move. And that one's good from Connaughton.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Pass to Stephens. Wade kicks to Rondo. To the inside. And stolen by Portis. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 6 assists now in the game. Rondo passes to Wade. Outside Rondo. Passes to Windler. 5 on the clock. The shot misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Connaughton. No good off the front iron. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Pass to Windler. Outside for Rondo. He takes it in. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Timeout called the Bucks. They're leading by 5. 1:21 left in the fourth. A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Allen comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. The focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Mobley. Takes it off the glass.
Master teaching class going on out there on how to run an offense. What a beautiful thing it is to watch Rondo go to work.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Middleton on the wing. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And they double up Giannis. Outside Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. Outside Holiday. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to beat the object of the crowd's anger.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. They got it done.
And when he's knocking down these shots, it makes this team super dangerous. You got to respect the touch there by Rondo. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Allen finds Middleton. Outside Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't connect. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Giannis, some early struggles, but what got you going?
I just trust myself. I just have confidence in myself, and that's what my teammates want me to do. They want me to stay aggressive, they want me to make the right play, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. Sometimes you have a bad game, you let your teammates down, but at the end of the day, you got to pick it up because your teammates need you, and I'm going to be here for my teammates all day long.
Well, you were certainly there down the stretch, man. Congrats. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.